Hi everyone, today we are looking at a circus question. Okay, so this is a very common question that a lot of students they tend to struggle with, especially when they see a square in a circle and we do not know the measurements of the square, right? Because if I know the measurements of the square, I know the length, I know the breadth, or I know the length and the length, I know that I just need to do circle minus away the square. But unfortunately, in this question, it doesn't work this way, right? So what we want to do is first thing first, okay, always make sure, even if you don't know how to do a question like that, you should have something written down, right? Because over here it says that the diameter of the circle is 14 cm. So the diameter of the circle means from here all the way to here. Okay, from here all the way to here. I know the middle point is a little inaccurate. It's okay, just ignore that. All right, and I know that from here all the way to here is also 14 cm. So what you want to do first is you want to write down that the diameter equals to 14 cm and the radius is equals to 7 cm. Remember, the radius is always half of the diameter. Now, once you're done with this, right, I just want to remind you, whenever you are faced with a question like that, whereby a circle with a square in the middle, and you want to find the area of the square so that you can use the circle and minus away the area of the square, you want to learn one thing, okay, and that is that in a square, okay, a square is usually formed by two triangles, okay? So what am I going to do? I'm going to break this square up into two triangles. There is a reason why I'm doing that. All right, as you can see over here, once I have this as a triangle, what I can do is I can actually find the area of the triangle. And you know that if I find the area of the triangle, I will know the other area. And when I add them up together, I will get the area of a square. Okay, so that's the plan that I am going to adopt. Okay, so as you can see over here, we know the measurements, right? So what you want to do is you want to make sure every measurement question requires you to write down all of the measurements that you have. Okay, so if I know that the diameter is 14, the radius is 7, I can say that this is 7. All right, I can say that this is 7. I can say that this is 7. All right, so now you're wondering, hey, why is this 7? Why is this diagonal line 7 and 7? Same thing that comes from the middle point will have the same radius, okay? So what you want to do now is this, okay? Is that if you know this is 7, okay? Another thing you want to do is you want to ask yourself, right? What is the base of the triangle? We can say that the base of the triangle is this. And what is the height? Does the height have to be this? No, the height can also be this. Am I right to say that? Because you see, anything that comes from the middle point, will have the same measurement. Can you see that? So you can actually say that this is how much? This is also 7. Okay, so since you know the base and the height, which I'm going to highlight in yellow right now, you know the area of the triangle. Okay, so what you want to do first is you want to find the area of the triangle. We simply do half times 14 times 7. Okay, and that gives me 49 centimeter square. So what I'm trying to say is that this is 49 centimeter square and this will also be 49 centimeter square. So I know that the area of the square is simply just 49 plus 49, or you can just do 49 times 2. Okay, and that gives you 98 centimeters square. So we are on the right track because we know the area of the square. Now, the next thing we want to do is to find the area of the circle, right? So the next thing we want to do, I'm just going to continue from here. Area of circle will be equals to pi r square. And since I know pi is 22/7, I'm going to use that. And I'm going to times r being the radius, which is 7 to the power of 2. So we do 22/7 times 7 to the power of 2. And that gives me 154 centimeters square. So since I know the area of the circle, I know the area of the square, what I can do is simply just do the area of the circle, remove away the area of the square, and you will get the area of the shaded part. Okay, so I'm just going to write down shaded area or shaded part, okay, is equals to 154 minus away 98, all right, and that gives me 56 cm square, and this is my answer for this question.